Freddie, has this impacted your dating life at all?
No, it's not too badly.
Okay.
Though I do feel or fear more for people who find Norman, you know, vaguely attractive or charming.
Right.
I mean, it's not the sort of person you should be getting involved with.
No, right about that.
Good to know.
We want to ask you about the passing of the Queen and get your reflections on that.
I think everyone's still just a bit in shock and processing it. Really, it doesn't quite feel real. And of course, she was a remarkable woman.
Did you ever get to meet her?
No, I never.
Were you ever in the same room as her?
I don't believe so. No.
What does it feel like to hear King Charles?
Yeah, as I said, it just all feels a little bit surreal.
Right.
I think it's, you know, the Queen has been a constant for so long.
Oh my God, you're just a ridiculously talented guy, aren't you? It seems like there's nothing you can't do. And language, you guys know what languages he speaks?
No.
There's English, Spanish,
English is up
French,
there.
and
English, well, yeah, I've been noticing you've been doing quite well with that.
and Arabic as well.
Yes.
Why Arabic? Out of all the languages to pick to learn, it seems like that would be a really difficult one.
Maybe it was for that reason. I don't know, it's part of the challenge. Or maybe I'm secretly a spy. That's what people assume. You're like, I'm actually sent here by the Queen on some sort of secret mission.
Why did you study those languages instead of acting?
Well, people think the Arabic's because I'm a spy. But it isn't the case. I'm not a spy.
Well, but if you were a spy, you would certainly not say you were a spy.
No,
and
this would be the perfect cover, wouldn't it?
It would certainly be. And based on my research, a.k.a. watching James Bond movies, a lot of spies do have a similar accent to yours.
Well, you never know.
might be a spy.
I don't know who sent me here to investigate you, Jimmy. But, I mean, the Arabic, there was no particular reason. Unless I'm a spy, you know, I've probably been sent here. This would be the great ruse and complete cover, is pretending to be an actor all these years, but actually secretly working for Her Majesty and been sent down to New Zealand to do some reconnaissance missions.
You got a beautiful voice.
Say something in Arabic.
Something for you to learn.
Oh, I won't learn it.
I'm from the United States of America. That would be a good one.
Okay.
أنا, I, من, from الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية. The United States. You've got it. You're going to be great.
Nope. I didn't want to learn it. I just wanted to hear you say something.
I don't know, you've spent a third of your life in Vancouver. Is the Sutton place still the place for misbehavior?
This is what I hear. Funnily enough, and I know this seems like it's not true, the Sutton place is a good 10 minutes over there, and I've never actually spent a night there. So maybe my Sutton place days are still ahead of me.
Well, perhaps. But do people talk about it in a sort of infamous way?
It does have an infamy to it. Yes, it has a nickname that's probably best not to share on air today. But I've never quite indulged that myself. So.
All right, fair to know. We do know that nickname, but thank you for your discretion there.
You played such a dark character on that show. Did you enjoy that? I would think that as an actor, playing those very dark, evil characters would be fun, almost.
Yes, yeah, and somewhat cathartic, maybe too.
Yeah, right.
But no, I guess it's probably a healthier state to be in within Sean's sort of optimistic outlook on the world, as opposed to thinking that you're going to be killing someone every day. It's probably a healthy thing to move on and not play a serial killer forevermore. Yeah.
I watched the last episode last night, and I had the worst dreams, like very psychotic.
Why did you watch this before you went to sleep?
Right before I went to bed, and it was not a good thing to do. I mean, it gets in your mind. How does that affect you?
I've been okay. People always ask that. Oh, do you go to sleep?
But you're acting it, though. You're right.
Yeah, I don't become Norman.
Well, of course.
Hopefully not. I try and keep the American accent going, but apart from that, everything else stays
You know,
on
they
set.
used to say,
What do you like to do on a date? What is your like if you were to go on a date where you work up in Vancouver, right? Is that where you shoot the show?
North American dating in general is very different from the UK.
Is
I just find it quite baffling. in the UK, it's very clear when you're going on a date. Because it's in the evening and it's like dinner or, I don't know, I was going to say disco, but like, people don't do discos anymore, but like, go to some sort of obvious date activity, whereas in North America, in Vancouver, they're like, hey, do you want to go kayaking? And then you just think you're going kayaking with a friend, and then it ends up being, obviously this is very personal to me, the kayaking story, getting very worked up about it. But even you go to a sports game and you know, they get the Jumbotron on and you're meant to kiss the person that you're with.
That's right.
And you just think you're going to see a sports game, and suddenly it's converted into this public date.
Yeah, forced.